I can understand English, but I can't speak English. That's my problem, and that the problem was have everyone's have that problem. And he all are understand English, but he can't uh, speak English. So that's common problem. I am thinking that in my opinion, that was the common problem. That's common problem. So these are two tips. Then you implement these two tips on your speaking. uh, Although you are not speaking, but you have to start speaking English. So then you implement these two tips on your speaking English, so you can productivity with the motivated mind, you can speak English perfectly. So what's these are two tips, actually these are two tips, so you can speak. So first thing, that was a proactive practice. So that was the sakriya abhyas actually mein. So you don't have to depend on the situations, that the meaning is, you don't have to depend on situation, because you are then uh, you are waiting for any situation to speak English. And your family members in a speech actual man a school. So your teacher is asked you, do you speak on the stage to speak English? But that's the situation to speak English. So uh, uh, don't उसके लिए तुम्हें वो नहीं रहा, मतलब मैं उस चीज़ को हिंदी में भी नहीं बोल रहा हूँ। तो उस पर तुम्हें निर्भर नहीं रहना है एक्चुअल में, उस सिचुएशन पर। डोंट डिपेंड्स ऑन सिचुएशन टू स्पीक इंग्लिश। दैट्स द सिंपल थिंग, दैट वाज द फर्स्ट थिंग। सो you have to don't you want to speak fluently, sorry, you want to speak your heart from your heart, heart actual में, then you are speaking English. So that is the first thing, the proactive practice. That means the sakriya abhyas, that means that don't depend on situation to speak English. So first thing, that was it, you have to implement in your speaking English. And if you are don't speaking English, so you want to start speaking English. And I uploaded my previous video, I don't know, okay, forget it, let's go throughout. So you have to speak हार्टली एक्चुअल में दिल से बोलना है इंग्लिश को, लाइक दैट्स योर मदर टंग एक्चुअल। यू आर थिंकिंग दैट इज योर मदर टंग टू स्पीक परफेक्टली, दैट इज। So you have to focus on where you have to focus on your English language, what are you speaking. So that's the simple trick, that was you have to speak English. So that is, you have to only speak. I already tell you that my first video on YouTube, there not YouTube, that was the first video on my that English of rural channel. I already uploaded that. You have to only speak, you have to only speak, you have to, you want to speak, you want to speak, you want to speak, then you want to make a professional speaker in English. So you want to only speak, okay. And the second thing, that was courage. I himmat, courage. You have a courage to speak English. And when you're any public place, and middle of the public place, you are stable, and you don't have to there forgetting your don't have to lose your motivation. And then a suddenly situation, like uh, uh, your father, your family members ask in your English, that he also know about you, then you are speaking English. Like अगर मैं इंग्लिश बोलता हूँ और मेरे फैमिली मेम्बर्स को मेरे बारे में पता है कि मैं इंग्लिश की प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ, तो वो, so these all are asked me that you are speaker English, I know you, I watch your videos on YouTube, so speak for 2 minutes in English. So then you are tongue tied. टंग टाइड मीन आपकी जुबान बंद हो जाती है, आप, लड़खड़ा जाती है आपकी जुबान, दैट मीन्स टंग टाइड. सो that's the suddenly situations, and you not take a action on that time. So you have a courage to speak English. These two tips are more important than you are speak English. I mean to you are understands you can understand English but you can't speak English. So implement these two tips in your speaking English, so you can't sorry you can speak English perfectly. And every day you have to practice for 10 minutes English speaking. When I was no I did uploaded my some videos on previous videos actually so that's my second last video on YouTube. So after that making that video, I'm all evening all and all night speaking only in English, only in English, or only in English. So that was I'm on that time I was shocked because I shocked because how can I speak like that? I was really shocked. And whenever I'm going to and some words I am speaking English, so that's the implement in my heart. मेरे अंदर से ये चीज़ निकल के आती है कि भाई ऑटोमेटिकली वो वर्ड्स आ जाते हैं इंग्लिश में. एंड when you are speaking and you are trying to speak English and you are 30 minutes 1 hour you are trying to speak you are speaking in English, so then you are speak a wrong sentence actually. When you are speak wrong sentence, so that your mind remember you are speak wrong. I don't know why I'm speak wrong or right, because I can't write a script of these videos really. And because then I written this uh, script, so that my mind is already that thinking about, and that's great. Then I mind thinking, so I can speak English. But I didn't written my script of these videos because that was so big a script, man. How can I speak? But how can I written it the script? But I already tell you one thing in my previous video. That was that is uh, you have to make a writer. You have to written your thinking mind. Your thinking. But these words, how can I written it, man? Because these are so big words actually, so long actually. There was a so words so many words you had, then you had these words you want to written in your paper. So that's so great. And that's these two tips you have to implement your uh, speaking English. And then you are not start the you speaking English, so you have to challenge yourself. And then you are then the 2024 finished, so you are the good speaker of English. You become a good speaker of English. Then you are speaking all day in English, or everything you saw around you, so you have to only then you are saw it and click on your mind that that was not a paid, that is a tree, that is not a mobile, that oh my god, that was not a Durbash, that was mobile, that was not juta, is that is not juta, that is shoes, that is not bal, that is hairs. So yeah, I don't have any topics to talk with you, but I 1 minute left to talk with you. So these are two tips you have to only implement. And thanks for watching on that time. And I think I learned many more things. And then whenever I start some videos on YouTube. So thanks for watching on that time. And nothing to else to talk with you. Thank you for watching.